man. Thank you
Yeah,
so
and
much.
I've been so happy, you know, to see other DJs as well pushing you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because at first, like when I started a few years ago, it was you, DJ Dange. I have to give it up to Bars on Britain's Got
Oh
Bars. He was
yeah,
the very
I love
first
us.
DJ. And what's the lady's name on Pulse 88?
Not Linda.
Linda, yeah, Linda
Oh
E. Yeah,
yeah, she's
Linda E
lovely.
was one of the first people as well. So you guys were the first DJs to play my music. And now, you know, I'm having requests for more DJs. So there's growth, man. And it's lovely. It's really lovely and
Yeah,
humbling.
like
Yeah.
it's lovely to see. Like I said, you've just been shining, and I love seeing all the support that you're getting because you truly, truly deserve it, my darling.
Thank you.
You
Thank
really, really do. Now, for anybody out there that doesn't really know much about you, could
Yeah.
you just let them know kind of where you're from, how you got into music, and how
Yeah.
long you've been doing the music?
Yes. And excuse me if I look a bit mash up today. I'm having a bit of a fibro flare. So
Oh,
my apologies for that. So, all right. So I'm originally from East London. I was born in Forest Gate. Went to school in Stratford.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Stratford a few times. I
Yeah.
liked it down there.
Yeah, I grew up in East. I've lived all over East and then moved over to South London. Been in South London for like, what, 16 years now. Always done music. I started off doing street dance and singing. Well, actually, no, I started off singing with my mum because my mum's a singer. So I used to sing with her, like go to her gigs and stuff like that. And then I was just always singing. I went Forest Gate Youth Centre. I used to do street dance there with Kat, a man called Kat. Few people probably know who he is. And then was dancing with Boy Blue at Little Wilford Youth Centre. And then we used to do singing as well there.
Oh, wicked.
But yeah, like I've always sung really, done a few bits and pieces at like Hackney Empire, Stratford Theatre Royal, things like that. Then went quiet for years and then started up singing again 4 years ago. Well, I've always sung, but you know, like started taking it seriously about 4 years ago. Yeah, I don't know, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for sharing that with us. So your musical influences would definitely be your mum.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, do you know what? My mum and my dad, I suppose, because my dad, he used to be a DJ, and he always used to listen to a lot. I mean, to be quite honest with you, yeah, because my mum was more like 80s soul and Motown sort of music. Like she'd
I
listen to
love
like
that. I do love
Shaka
Motown.
Khan, Whitney Houston.
God, yeah.
She's a singer, so she would always sing those kind of big songs from those artists. And then my dad was more like, he was real old school R&B and hip hop. Like he was a white man, but he used to have this little goatee. He's got a little afro because he's got like, we've got French and German and Jewish and Italian as well.
Yes.
So he always used to listen to like Silk, H-Town.
Yes.
Like, yeah, like real old school R&B. And things like UB40 and things like that. So he was a big influence because I lived with him from the age of 7. So, yeah, both of them, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wonderful influences, though. Like, very, very blessed, the two of you.
Yeah.
Two of them, definitely. Now, if you had to give us 3 words that describe your style as an artist, what would they be?
Now, because I think I've gone through transition this year, I would say that it's open, emotional, and expressive. Expressive because I express how I feel. So yeah,
definitely all of those, all 3 of those, definitely back them up. And definitely I definitely noticed the change. You know what I mean? Like the growth, the change.
Yeah.
But you're really coming into your own, and you're making me proud and making us all proud in the UK. You really, really are.
Lockdown had a big impact on me because it kind of made me have to sit and think, and well, which I always do anyway. I overthink things, but it was kind of like, okay, well, whatever's happening with the world, I have to just be me. Do you know what I mean? I have to not frightened to be me and really express myself. And even though all like my songs before, they were obviously original and how I was feeling at the time, but I've always really been into like quite jazzy neo soul kind of music. You know, the people I would listen to would be like, you know, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, India Irie, Mary J, even some like Ella Fitzgerald and Etta James, and you know, various different artists. And I would sing it, and I'd actually record, like I'd voice note songs on my phone, but I would never put those ones out there because I didn't think people would be feeling it. So but then during lockdown I was like, F it, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna do me, and if people like it, they like it. If they don't, then I'm happy with it. Do you know what I mean?
That's
I've got it out, and I've sung it how I want to.
You know, making kind of a positive from the negatives, and I love that. You know, it's been a case of really adapting, hasn't it? Like, in this whole, it's just a madness. So how have you been keeping yourself sane?
How have I? All right, so oh my god, I'm gonna sound like such a granny. So do you know what, for me, like the first I don't know, like 3 months or so, it was actually all right. I was really happy. I mean, I've been cool during lockdown, to be honest with you, because I got to spend time with my kids, and I'd done things that I never have time to do. Like, I'm quite OCD, so I managed to like color coordinate my wardrobe, and
like there's lots of benefits, right?
Like I planted vegetables. I started growing vegetables in my garden. I've always wanted to do that. So I was just doing things like that, rearranging the house, and then eventually, you know, because I had quite a writer's block for quite a while, and then eventually I started writing, and with all the Black Lives Matter thing that was going on, and all the politics and stuff, that obviously had a big impact as well. And then so I wrote a song about that, called Ego, and I was just reflecting. It just gave me time to reflect, because I'm a person that I'm such a workaholic. I'm always thinking about what can I do now, and I'm running here, there, and everywhere. Like literally. If I'm not trying to, you know, if I'm not doing radio, if I'm not going to studio, if I'm not doing some type of, because I do like TV and film extra work, if I wasn't trying to, you know, be booked for that as well. It's always something. So it just gave me time to just be. Do you know what I mean?
Now that track you were talking about, Ego, is that out?
No.
I was going to say, because I definitely want that. I want that, because I definitely want to promote that for you.
Thank you. I'll send you a preview
anyway. Brilliant. Now, do you do music full time?
I do, yeah. I was I wasn't, to be honest with you. I was a dental nurse. I was training to be a dental nurse. I've decided to have a career change. But because of COVID, and as well because of my fibromyalgia, it became very difficult, because I was
going to say, your condition. What does that do to you? And you know, just kind of tell us, you know, how that affects you.
I mean, fibromyalgia affects. Thank you, Mark. Fibromyalgia affects people in different ways. For me, it gives me so basically I'm in pain a lot of the time. You wouldn't even know that I'm in pain. It's at different levels. But when I'm having a really bad day, then like I can't, it immobilizes me. So I can't get out of the bed. I can't lift up my arms to, you know, put my clothes on. And I can't bend down to it gives me like short-term memory, because I never go into an alpha state of sleep. So the pain signals that go from your spine to tell your brain that you're in pain, mine are constantly firing. So my body never actually gets to fully rest. So because of that, if you can imagine, you know, like if you are not getting enough sleep, your memory doesn't absorb information. I can't retain it then, unless I'm doing it consistently. So I might have a conversation with you. People don't know this, but I might have a conversation with you, and I might forget. You might see me next week and be like, "Oh yeah, but if you remember," and I'm like, no, and then you have to like, you know, trigger my memory.
I'm like that anyway. Without that, that's why I always have my clipboard, because I tell you, it could happen anytime to me, and it just suppose.
Yeah.
And you're like, what was that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that's old age.
It's one of them things, isn't it? Yeah. And then, like, my body feels like lead. Like, I feel like I'm just walking around. I'm a big lump of lead. It feels really heavy. I mean, it does loads of stuff, but no, I think there should be more research into it, because not people don't really understand it. Even the doctors here don't understand it. But you know, ultimately, it don't stop me from what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? And I'm here and I'm alive, so that's a blessing. So I just say every day I wake up and I say, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen on that day, because it does what it wants when it wants. Do you know what I mean? You literally live day to day.
Yeah.
But as much as I'll be in pain most days, I can either sit down and be in pain and on all the medication that the doctors want me to take, which I don't take anything, or I can still get up and go and do something that I love in pain. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes. And fortunately for me, music, you know, even though it can be mentally draining, you know, when you're writing and things. Sorry, Tash. Hi, Tash. Oh, we were talking about fibromyalgia. Sweetly was asking how it affects me. Yeah, I'd rather be doing something that I love doing rather than sitting at home on the sofa. And then what is that teaching my children? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, I've always thought you're amazing. I can't believe that you deal with this. I didn't realise that you had
people don't, because I don't really talk about it.
No, you know, like it was the first thing I heard was recently, and I thought, well, I must ask you about that. But I mean, I mean, you're pushing through, aren't you? You know what I mean?
You have to, innit? And if you want something in life, you just got to go for it. What are you going to do? Sit down and just flipping, you know, let it take over you. And like I say, it doesn't define me. And the reason that I've only just started really speaking about it lately is because I feel like people have seen my work ethic enough now to say, well, okay, flipping hell, you know, we didn't even know. Do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't want anyone to pity me. I didn't want anyone to, because it's a very difficult thing. As much as I would love to be an advocate for it and make people aware, raise awareness for other people that are going through it, forget me. But at the same time, it's tricky, especially with this industry, because I didn't want people looking, saying, well, we wouldn't work with her because she's probably going to be unreliable, or we wouldn't, or do you know what I mean? I didn't want people judging me, so I left it. I wanted to show people who I am, because it doesn't define me, show them my work ethic and how serious I am, and then, you know, judge me after that if you want to. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
no, and big up to you. Like I said, I'm so proud of you.
Hey,
you're amazing. You're just so amazing, inside and out, you know. Just want to big up everybody up on the live. We've got a little Memsy as well. Yeah. Big up to you and to Mark as well.
Mark, I've got Tash, we've got Becca.
Big up. Oh, Becca Boo. Or Boo Becca.
Becca Whitney, the singer. Becca.
Ah, big up, darling. Now, could you share some magical moments so far on this musical journey?
Wow. Magical moments. What would be a magical moment? Sorry, I know.
Yeah, some moments you've just really enjoyed doing, or even being with certain people.
Do you know what? I've really enjoyed all of it. I can't, like, the whole journey's been amazing, because I've met amazing people throughout my journey.
Along the way, isn't it?
Yeah, along the way. And I've met really genuine people, like, you know, my experience with Lock EMG, they were amazing. And I still have really close relationships and friendships with them now. My new manager, Mark, you know, the way that we met, and the connection that we have is amazing. My relationship with Dange, as in, when I say that, I mean as in the support that he's always given me. DJ Assassin, he's like a close friend of mine. I would consider him a close friend of mine now. And I met him years ago at the O2, when literally at my very first ever performance. Do you know what I mean? And that's years ago. And gosh, like yourself coming into the studio with you, being around you and your spirit and your energy is beautiful. Even Tash, who's online now, before she was doing a web series called Foreplay. That taught me something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I was in, well, yeah. So I was in that for a minute.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, I mean, Tashi's doing big things now. Do you know what I'm saying? And as an independent filmmaker, you know, it's just amazing. Going to Texas, performing at South by Southwest. Yes, Memsy. Memsy playing my tune on the radio. Do you know what I'm saying? And him always hitting me up every so often, showing love, showing support. Lucan online, the way that he's showing support is crazy as well. Flyboy Local, I'm waiting to meet up with him. But yeah, just the love and support that I've had from everyone. And yeah, performing at South by Southwest, performing at Black Pride, even down to bloody doing smaller events like locally at what's it called again? In what's it called? The Amersham Arms. You know, I've met some amazing people there that I, to this day now, I would consider friends. Do you know what I mean? So like the whole journey's just been amazing, and to see my transition from, you know, the type of music I was making to the type of music I wasn't. Me meeting Karma Cruz and working with her. She was my producer for years. I
didn't realise that. I didn't know.
Yeah. And she's actually one of my best friends. So again, another amazing creative person. Toro C. I met Toro through doing music, like when I very first started as well, before I even released any tunes. And that's my boy. Like that's, oh my God, do you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of my best friends as well.
You did the noodle challenge with?
Yeah, the other day.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
Hold on, I just have to shout out as well. Sorry, Tigo. Tigo's my boy. He's like my brother now. Mel, she's like a sister to me. So yeah, the journey and the people that I've met and the friendships that I've met along the way, that is the most magical thing about it. Yeah.
And I'd say the same with myself, who I've met along the way as well, you know, special people on the journey.
Yeah.
And it's about, appreciating that and enjoying it, isn't it? And it's so good to see, you know, that's what you've been doing, you're continuing to do.
And literally, so before I forget, because I just don't want to forget no one, like Special K, I went on and Special K had an interview with him. He is such a dope human being. Do you know what I mean? And when I look at the artists that he's had on his show, I'm like, wow, okay, like he's dope. Mickey D, I'm been speaking to him through Special K because he was on his show, and you know, he's given me some really invaluable advice. Do you know what I mean? And he didn't have to do that, you know. So yeah, people, man, people. Sorry, what was you asking me?
Now, what did I say? I've forgotten now. See, that's the short-term memory loss.
What did you ask me? Look, I'm no good. What did you ask me?
Right, it might come back to me. Right. Favourite tracks you've written and favourite videos and why?
Okay, all right. Ooh. Okay, I would say Kissing on Your Tattoos was one.
I love that.
Because it was the first song that I've written in years. And my first single release. Yeah. And at the time, you know, what I was going through, it allowed me to express myself and how I was feeling. And then I would say, oh, this is a tricky one, you know. Ego is definitely one of them, because I spoke a lot about things that I'd been going through personally. I spoke about how I felt about being mixed race. I spoke about having going through like feeling like I wasn't attractive, so me going to have these some stupid injections that went horribly wrong and I nearly died from septicemia. I spoke about my relationship with my mum, things that I went through growing up. So yeah, I'd say Ego is probably the one. Yeah, the other one. But I mean, I like that this whole EP that I'm going to be releasing now, this definitely I can see the growth, and it's all very real and honest. And I mean, all of it, my music is anyway. But yeah, this is the first set of songs, because I've got loads of songs, but I just never released them.
Oh, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, literally, it's crazy. I've released probably like 3 songs, but I've got loads, but I never released them because I just didn't feel like they were the ones. But these ones definitely, yeah.
Oh, we've got Mr. Keys saying he loves the braids.
Thank you, Mr. Keys. They're a bit rough right now. Yeah.
Who does your hair?
My aunt. Well, a combination between my daughter, which my daughter and my aunt. My aunt done this one. So usually when I used to have like wigs and stuff, my daughter does that. Her and another lady actually, Eve, Hair by Eve Law, her name is. So she used to do my hair as well, yeah, and my aunt. So those 3 people. Yeah, my aunt, my daughter, and Eve.
All very, very good at doing hair. I mean, your hair always looks fabulous. And it's very lucky, you know, having a daughter that does hair and an auntie.
Yeah. Yeah, she keeps me updated
my daughter's
with stuff.
Yeah, my daughter's really into doing the hair as well. She loves it, all different hair colours and like yourself.
I can't stand it. I mean, I don't mind getting it done, but I'm just so impatient. Oh God. Yeah, I can't do it.
Right, so what makes Prolific Official happy?
My children and family and loved ones. Being around people that I love. That's so much.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, isn't it?
It's true, man. Yeah, there's no better feeling. And food, I really like food. Being around my loved ones, food, and being on stage performing. Yeah,
all really, really lovely.
Yeah.
Now, who would you love to open a show for? And that could be anybody.
What, do I have to pick just one?
You can pick a few. And I'll be envisioning.
All right. Yeah, that's easier. Because when you gotta just think of one, it's like, oh my God. Okay, Erykah Badu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Erykah Badu. For the other side of me, like, you know, because I'm thinking of the different styles of music I like to do. What's his name? Bruno Mars.
Oh.
I really like Bruno Mars's style. I do. Who else? Who did I hear the other day actually? Because what I realised when I do interviews, I always come out of the interview and I think, oh, do you know what? Actually, when they ask you this question, you never think of that person. But what's his name? I think the other day he looks kind of Italian-y looking or something. I think his name might be Gecko. I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. UK kind of
he's
rap.
UK. Yeah, but he's kind of like, he's not like drill or anything like that. He's kind of like Afro beaty. Nice vibe. So I think him.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I'm getting excited already because you know this is all going to happen, don't you? I'm so excited.
Ed Sheeran, I really like Ed's music.
Yeah, I had his cousin on.
Oh, really?
When was it? Last couple of weeks ago. Yes, Lone Star. So that was sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll have to put in a word, you know.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
That'd be
you have
sick.
to share the interview with me so I can see it as well. I will do, definitely. Yeah, but I mean, there's so many amazing people, isn't there? So it's like, you know, how do you really pick out of all of them? But just to, that's quite a diverse.
Now, I wanted to speak to you about all those exotic fruit baskets.
Yes. Oh, sweet. I'm so sorry. They are coming.
Right.
I've been so busy with everything else, and especially now I've started this YouTube thing.
So what's happening on YouTube? What are you doing?
That was what you asked me about.
So we
the
got
spicy noodle challenge with Toro.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. So it's on YouTube.
It's not uploaded yet. So what I want to do is, so literally I've recorded 3 different challenges, mukbangs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 so far. I want to do 5. And then once I've done the 5, then I'll start releasing it. I'll start uploading them. So yeah, the spicy hot wing challenge I did the other day, that was all right. The spicy noodles challenge, oh my God. Literally, I thought I was going to die.
I saw a little clip of that. Oh my God.
It was so hot. Literally, my mouth was on fire. My nose was running. Like, and I'm a really funny, like, I eat like a lady. Do you know what I mean? But when I was eating this thing, oh my, I was just trying to shove it in my mouth because I just thought my tactic was, you know what, if I just eat as much of it as I can, as quick as possible.
Yeah, but then it's too late, you've ate it, and then you're on fire.
I was on fire, honestly. After we, like, I think I still have to edit it because we were there. Toro was like this with his lips under the tap. He was putting water on tissue, trying to cool down. Oh, it's hilarious. Honestly, I've never.
I can't wait to watch the whole thing. I'm really excited. So is it going on your channel?
Yeah, it's going to be.
Okay, so that's Prolific Official. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, anybody watching, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow the movements.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be
it's something fun, in it. Do you know what I mean? Something like to make people laugh and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what we need more of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big up to DJ Casey as well.
Yeah, big up DJ Casey. Yeah. And I get to eat food as well. That's a good thing, yeah.
Now, I was going to say, your fruit boxes that you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Can you break down what's in them?
Yeah.
And a bit about the fruit, you know, like the health benefits, how you eat it, that kind of stuff. Okay,
right. So, I can't remember all off the top of my head. But basically, so in these fruit boxes, so basically I was really inspired because I love fruit anyway, and I've always wanted to try different fruits. And because of my fibromyalgia, like, I researched different foods, but mine had more so been to do with vegetables. But then I discovered the guy, because I have to give credit to him, Fruits and Roots.
Is that Shaka Bars?
Yeah.
Shaka
Bars. And so I looked on his thing and I noticed that I wouldn't be able to order it. So I was like, forget that. I need some of this goodness in me. So I started researching, and I've obviously found where to get all the fruits and stuff from. So I thought, well, I'm not going to be stepping on his toes because he doesn't even supply to the UK anyway. And so basically I was looking into it, the health benefits. So you've got things like star fruits, dragon fruit, papaya. You know, you've got your mangoes, your gosh, there's so many different ones. Rambutan, which looks a bit like lychees, but it's spicy. There's so many of them that literally. So but what I'm going to be doing is I'll have boxes full of everything, but you'll be able to, because I understand that not everyone likes everything. Do you know what I mean? So I'll be doing like sample boxes. So you can order a sample box at first if you want, and then you'll get to know what sort of
you like.
And it will come with a leaflet, and it will have, like, you know, the health benefits of the different fruits and stuff. But then whatever you want specifically, not just because of the flavor and the taste, but for example, if you've got a particular, I'm not a doctor, but if you've got a particular health condition, this fruit is beneficial for that health condition, then you'll be able to do like a bespoke box that's specific to you and your needs or your likes or what have you. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm also starting up a company for teas as well. So because, again, through my research, because I've done a lot of research with Dr. Sebi, not with him, but on Dr. Sebi and all that from like 10 years ago.
Amazing.
So I have a lot of fresh herbs and bush teas and things like that. But what I do is I basically, depending on what illness you have, I'll make your own tea bags basically with those. Because what I found is when I used to boil my teas, I'd find that, you know, it's in the pot and it can get very messy. Do you know what I mean? And you'll have like this pot full of bloody sticks and twigs. Not drama, But say if you're at work or something, if you have a health condition, if you was at work or at the office or at the studio or whatever, you can't stop and boil up a whole heap of flipping.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
Boil up a whole heap of herbs in a pot. So I decided that I'm going to do BESTUK tea bags for whatever health ailment you have. I'm going to actually put the right herbs in it, and then you can have your own little tea bags. And
how sick! I'm really, really excited for when you start doing all that, and I'll be fully promoting. How wonderful! How absolutely wonderful. Now, the fruits in the basket. So you've got like, say, the dragon fruit. Is there any specific ways of eating those? Is it just a case of chop them up, scoop them
so like the dragon fruit, literally you've got two different kinds. There's a red one and I think the yellow one. So literally you can just cut it in half. I tend to eat with a spoon. I just get a spoon because the consistency inside is a bit like kiwi. A bit like it doesn't taste the same as kiwi, but it's soft.
But it's
so
that
you can
kind
just
of
scoop it out with a spoon, or you could just peel it and bite into it. It's soft. So a papaya, obviously you cut the papaya, and I mean you can chop it up and take bites, or you can again scoop it out. It really depends on how you want to eat it. The rambutan, you peel it just how you peel. Have you had light cheese?
Yes, I have.
So just like light cheese, I tend to bite it and then peel it off, and then you eat it. You suck it and you take the pip out, the seed out. Sorry, and that's another thing as well. All of these, they have seeds, and I think it's very important to eat fruits that have seeds because they're natural. Do you know what I'm saying? Like these days, you'll go to the supermarket and all you see is seedless grapes. I remember when I was younger that grapes used to have a seed in it. It used to be irritating, but it had the little seed in it. You know what I mean? And there's so many. You don't really get natural fruits, I find. So all of these have got seeds in it. They're all natural. They've all got health benefits.
No, I'm looking forward to testing these out, and I think it's a great idea doing the little box where I'll be able to try a few different. I like that, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. So, have you got an Instagram for that already, or
not yet?
Get going on that.
I know. I'm just doing so much at the minute. Like literally, I've got things that. I don't know what's happening. I mean, it's wonderful. It's amazing. But I've still got 2 songs and there's a tune that someone's asked me to do. I've still got to go and do that. I've still got to go and record the song with me and Toro. I was meant to bloody do it the other week.
Can't wait to hear that.
And then YouTube videos and just various projects going on. And I'm doing it, obviously I'm doing all the editing and everything myself, and
lady of very many talents, aren't you?
But I'll get round to everything. It's coming, and do you know what? You're motivating me as well, sweetie. Thank you. I've had a few people asking me about the fruits. At first I wasn't too sure how it would go, but I've had quite a lot of people asking me and saying, "Oh, where can I get them?" and stuff. So that's going to be the next thing on my list. Yes.
Fantastic. I'm really, really looking forward to sampling that. So I cannot.
They are lovely. They're juicy. And do you know what I found as well? That you literally, because I don't know if you saw the post of me and my daughter when we were eating the fruits.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
After that, do you know, I was full. That's
mad.
And I had so much
fruit's
energy.
Not really
hungry. So it's good for people, and especially, I mean, I need to look up which ones are not good, which ones turn into sugars in the body. But if you're someone that's got a sweet tooth, for example, they're good things to snack on. Do you know what I mean? It's healthy.
Better than bags of chocolate. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's mad. Now, what would be the legacy that you would love to leave behind?
I would like to. What legacy would I like to leave behind? One that said, for my children to be able to say, you know what, my mum was real, and my mum fought for, what was important in life. As my mum did music, and she pursued her passion, regardless of whatever obstacles were in front of her. But she also didn't just pursue her passion. Like, she stood for something, and she helped others, and yeah, she helped others, and she made some change. Like, she made a difference in the world. Do you know what I mean? And
I was going to say, you take after your mum, like, seriously, you know, like you always speaking out on your platform. I love that about you, you know, standing up for people's rights, things that are wrong in the world. And it's a wonderful way to be, you know.
Thank you.
Like, really,
well, to be
I mean,
quite honest with you, that a lot of that comes from my dad as well, to be honest, because both of my parents, they're very strong-minded people. And my dad, oh my God, I keep trying to get him to come on a live, or get him to bloody
so lovely,
do one of my YouTube. My dad's a serious guy. Oh my God, he's hilarious. But I tell you something, if he believes in something, you're gonna know about it. Like, the world is gonna know about it. But that's where I get that from, actually.
Oh, bless him. Oh, yeah. I saw a photo of you and him together, and I was just like, oh, he just looked adorable. Oh, how lovely. Now, music. What music have we got out? What music have we got coming? Tell the people.
So I've got my EP coming. I haven't got a name for the EP yet, but it's coming. I've got all the songs on the EP. So we've got Played Yourself. That's the first one. Then there's another one called Sleepless Nights, and they're all, you know, about the relationship that I was in, at the time, and how I was feeling about it. I mean, actually, Sleepless Nights was only written during lockdown, funnily enough. And which is crazy, because it's been over for years, but you know, sometimes things come back to you. Do you know what I mean? And then with, like I said, Ego. There's another one called A Little Different, and that was about that was about a lovely connection that I'd had with someone, but it just couldn't work, because we were just on we were, in one aspect we were on the same page, but on another we were just like, they was over there and I was over there. It just couldn't work.
It's like that, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah, it's crazy, because you meet some beautiful people, but it just can't work, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just,
And what I love about your music as well, it's very relatable. It's so relatable, your music. It touches people.
Thank you. Do you know what? That's the best thing. That is the best thing. Like, to me, that's when people say, what do you want from your music? Like, that is what I want. Apart from, like, I'm not bothered about the money and that. Yeah, it's not. It would be nice, isn't it, if I can get paid like all the others do.
That's a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a bonus. But that's not what it's about. Like, number one, I want to be able to perform on big stages, because I just love performing. And second of all, I'd like to, you know, make people feel less alone. Or if you know, when people come and they say, well, like, you're very relatable, I can understand, or I've been through this, or I've been through that, then that's the most important thing to me. Do you know what I mean? Because then it also makes me feel less alone. Do you know what I mean? Because when I'm writing them, like, there's times when I'm writing them, I'm a very emotional person, and I have bouts of depression. So I find this, so with relationships, if I get into a relationship and I really love you, then, and it ends, I'm like crumbled. So that is my way of dealing with it. Do you know what I'm saying? So then it makes me feel less alone when people are coming and they're saying, you know what, I really felt you. And, you know, someone came and they said to me the other day, they were like, I could hear the pain in that song. And I was like, wow, really? Okay. But I wasn't upset by it. Do you know what I mean? To say, I don't want people to know that I was in pain. Because of course I was in pain. If you love someone and it's going to hurt.
Love's a mad one.
If it really meant something to you. So if you can hear that, then it's not negative. That's a positive thing. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, because then I'm getting how I felt through, you know?
Yeah, and you certainly are in your music. It's coming through, like you say, even with kind of the pain, but the relatability. You're like I said, touching so many people's lives. But I want to say it again. I just want to big you up for everything that you're doing. Literally, you're just amazing. Just keep up the great work. that you're doing. Keep shining that wonderful light of yours.
Yeah, that's God, man. Nothing
Yeah.
to do with me at all. That's just God, innit? Yeah, that's where
But
the
it's
spirit
been
comes from.
wonderful having you up again on an interview, and we've got another one up on my YouTube channel as well.
Yes,
so if anyone wants to check that out,
yeah.
as
And do you know
well.
what, Sweetly, I have to say, do you know what? Like, literally, your spirit, like, you're a blessing as well. I have to thank you for being you and thank the creator for making you, because I know that aside from the music, you do a lot of things outside of the music. Do you know what I'm saying? You really support the community. You really, you know, support young people. You support artists. You know, I know that you're an activist for, you know, knife crime and things like that, and that's something that's really close to my heart. Do you know what I mean? And I think anyone out there that is listening or is going to see this, you know, just if anyone that wants, you know, help with things like that, I think they should come to you, and also come to me if there's anything I could do, anything, I don't know, come and perform for free or hand out leaflets. You know, I'm not
love you.
Thing like, I will stand outside, I will go door to door, I'll go and sit down and, I don't know, maybe have a positive conversation with the youth or something. Anything, just shout me. And yeah, I just want to thank you though for being the person that you are, because you really care. Do you know what I mean? You care about people, and that shows, that really comes through. So thank you.
You've made my week, my darling. Thank you for your beautiful words. Thank you.
How is that going? Can I ask you a question? Sorry, I know.
Yeah, of course.
But how is that going? What is happening? Is there anything going on at the moment?
What
like, with regards to like the like let the youth live and the knife crime thing, like helping people for knife crime and the youth and all of that?
Well, I'm still, you know, showing the people in the community doing exceptional work. I'm still doing the interviews, you know, trying to push the message out. I'm pushing positive artists with lovely, you know, messages as well. I've got a lady coming on next week who basically, her son was murdered. And she set up her own charity.
What is it called?
It's I can't think what it's called, but it's for bleed reduction kits, basically, which are literally, they're saving lives. And we literally need them. If we could get like a campaign together where we just get them rolled out everywhere. This lady Lynn, basically, she's had them rolled out in the whole of the West Midlands. She's even got these, basically they're literally kits that will save your life if you are bleeding on the street. And you wouldn't make it till, if you, like, basically the ambulance would take 6 to 7 minutes if you're lucky.
Before that, if you need it like right now.
If you've got the kits, which, you know, it's like bandages and a pack to put in a wounds. But she organises all the training for that. And I've been talking to her about, you know, bringing it here to London. But we need it all over. But she's literally dealing with the West Midlands, because she's up in Birmingham. But it's like so many people are just talking. But it's like we need solutions, and we need that now, kind of.
Can you message me and let me know how we can make that happen then?
Yes, I would love to, because you know, like by any means necessary. There's definitely a solution, and we could be saving lives right now until people decide, you know, what to do. Like,
maybe we could do like a collaboration or something, like so the fruit boxes, when I do the fruit boxes, maybe like a percentage of the fruit box money can go towards purchasing the kits.
Yes, you know what I mean? That would be fantastic. And then even getting other members of the community to get the kits. I mean, I've got a kit here. Lynn actually sent me a kit, you know. She sent me it here. I've got one. But I think what happens when you have the kit is like you work with the ambulance service. So this is like a proper ambulance pack. So you're using their stuff before they arrive. But
I get that. So my mum works for the London Ambulance Service. I used to work for them, actually. I used to pack you know, the bags, the emergency medication bags. That they obviously use. But yes, like, so what you're saying is us as artists, to be able to help, basically for us to raise more awareness of it and see if we can get more people to, you know, purchase
to get these kits.
Best.
Businesses and I don't know, youth clubs and whatever, like everywhere, on every street corner, basically, we need to have them. So
you know what I might try and do, and I'm talking about on here, sorry, but what I might try and do, maybe set up like a GoFundMe or something. I don't know how it works.
I know somebody else that's doing that.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for Croydon. So they made a start. Yeah. And they're doing some in Croydon and raising money. Yeah. So yes, we could definitely
more of us can do that, and then all the money that we get, you know, purchase the kits, go round, hand them out to schools, you know, youth centre.
And the training, I've got the link with the lady she's doing all the training, you know, like she's, so anything to do with this at all.
All right, yeah, let me help.
Yeah,
I'd like to get in touch with her and do the training myself and stuff.
Yeah, because that's what I said. When she starts doing it here, that's what. Yeah, I want to do it as well. So we could organise all of that. So I'm going to be having her on next week. I think it is, Lynn. Brilliant. So I'm going to be able to sort out a lot more things.
So what is her Instagram? Sorry.
I'll send you the link for it because it's not the name of the charity.
Oh, okay.
So, so I'll send you the link. It's a link, I think, Lynn Baird, Baird. Okay. But yeah, I'll post it anyway and post it up.
All right, brilliant. That's the best bit about this interview for me. Not being funny, but you know, that's what I'm saying. You do these things behind the scenes and nobody knows. Do you know what I mean? And I think it should be.
I don't do it for the likes.
Exactly. No, you don't. But no. We have to talk about it, because if we don't, then no one's gonna know. Do you know what I mean? So
thank you,
Angel.
And you are too. Bless you.
I'm not.
Oh, but no, definitely we'll work on this, the bleed reduction kits and that, and it's great, like you're saying. Lovely that we've spoken about this, and that we'll be.
Because that is important. You know, the music is great, but things like that. That's really important. There's nothing more. There's nothing better than saving a life. You know what I mean? Making a positive impact on the future. You know?
Exactly. For our kids, our grandchildren, and their children's children.
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh,
thank you for having me on.
Oh, thanks for coming as well. All right, and I can't wait to actually see you.
I know, to actually see you again. Oh my God!
Again, a hug.
In it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. 100%.
Okay, well, it's been lovely speaking to you. We're finished off now. Now your socials is just Prolific Official and everything?
On everything,
All right, and definitely send me Ego.
I will do. Did I send you Played Yourself? You got Played Yourself, right?
Yeah, I've been hammering that out.
Yeah. All right.
And my top 10.
Yeah.
But bless you, my darling.
All right, then. You have a lovely day.
Speak to you soon. You too.
All right. Take care.
You too, beautiful.
Bye.
See you, darling.